Pull the trigger. Hello and welcome back to Motivational Mondays. I have here with me Matt. I'm already cracking up with him behind the scenes. We're going to have a good time tonight. And I want to start it off with a quote because I feel like, if this is Motivational Mondays, and so if you don't get started doing what you want to do, how can you ever be great? It was like a quote from like Les Brown. Like if you don't start, it's a guarantee. You don't have to be great to get started. I think that's what it is. You don't have to be great to get started. But if you don't get started, the chances are you're definitely not. You're definitely great, right? So
it's the same thing as being like, if it's not listed, it's not selling.
Exactly, it's the same thing with our Death Pals. It's unfortunate, but you know what I mean. Like we will get it. So I just wanted to start off asking you how your week's been. Like, how did your week go this week? Because everybody, it seems like, has had something crazy.
I have had a damn week, let's just say. Like, especially outside of reselling too, I've had like a week, which makes like my reselling week just as more stressful, right? Like, especially today. I've had apartment situations with like landlord stuff, and we all know how stressful like living situations can be, especially in LA. Oh, it's a nightmare, but dang positive.
Okay, and then the living in LA.
Yeah, so I've lived in LA. I've lived in LA for like almost 10 years now, which is wild. I'm originally from Colorado. So yeah, where are you from?
I'm in Texas, but I mean, I've lived in Oklahoma, and I was born in Illinois, like just outside of Chicago, a little small town called Elgin, Illinois.
What's your favorite place out of all of them, like that you've lived? Is it Texas?
Yes, by far.
You're like, that's why I'm here. I stayed.
Oh yeah. I wanted to get here so bad. Like my sister had already moved, and then I went to Atlanta. I did go there, and it's kind of like Dallas is like a cousin to Atlanta. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. See, I want to move eventually. Like if I wasn't, I'm also in the entertainment industry. I'm an actor. But if I ever decide not to be in that route of an entertainment industry thing, or if I do, I'm still in it, but have like the financial ability to live somewhere else and travel when needed, Texas is definitely one of the options. It's like I was making a list like recently and like, where else do I want to live?
Right.
And, I feel like I have to travel a little more for fun to get a feel for different places though before I moved, Same
here. Like that's why I didn't come here and immediately buy a house. You can't just jump up and buy a house and you don't, you know what I mean? Like you don't know what the logistics are. You don't know like the area I'm in right now. It's a new and upcoming area. I wanted to try it out because I knew I could get like more house for my money and like a newer house. The traffic is ridiculous. And
you hate it? Are you going to move to a different
this is me. Every day. Like,
you're like, but you're going to still stay in the same city or?
I'm sorry?
You're going to stay in like the same city or like small area? And
no, it's going to be a different city. I'm going to move. It's like one city over though. Like, I don't know if everybody on here knows where Frisco is. Want to say hi to everybody in the hat. In the hat. The cat is in the No, Bourbon City Picker. How are you doing?
How are you?
I knew she said she was going to come, so I wanted to say hi to her. And Michelle's in the chat.
My girl Michelle. I love meeting new people in reselling stuff, in reselling community.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
It is. Save Here First. I love her too. I see her at a lot of the chats that I go to. Like we're in there together now. It's like it's almost like we know each other. Put your name in the chat. Save Here First. Put your name in the chat because I forget. Ella, is that her name? Ella, that's so cool. I love that name.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a nice name. But yeah, so we're just gonna hang out. We're just gonna have some fun because I'm not. Look, like I said.
I feel that I'm like I'm trying to think. Do I have alcohol here? I don't think I do. I think I drink it all. See, I've never been into wine, and I just started getting into like whites and like lighter wines, and I'm like, God damn, I'm always the person who now I want to like when I grocery shop, just be like, I need a bottle of wine for the house.
Okay.
I can't do that.
That's me now because the last time I had a little gathering, everybody's like, wait a minute, you don't have any wine? And I was like, I don't because I don't really drink a lot. Yeah. But you know what I mean? So I went ahead and bought a couple bottles. That way I'll have something just in case somebody else wants to drink.
And then now it's like a treat though, once in a while. Yeah. Every time you do a live with a really cool guy,
Okay.
See, with me, I was like, I don't have wine. And everyone's like, oh, you have tequila.
Okay. Yeah, the shots. I'm not good with shots. I think I like.
Okay, so I used to be a pro at shots. Like I could like shoot down 6 shots in an hour, but that's like younger me. I mean, I'm like young, but like now after COVID, because I didn't drink for like almost a year. Like I feel like I didn't feel the need to, because I don't just drink at home. I'm a social drinker. And I love being social. So I would just like always go out, you know, with friends to bars, whatever. And I would drink a lot. But that was the reason. And that's how I found out I was not an alcoholic, because I was at home and didn't drink.
Because you didn't have to. Like, you didn't have
right?
to. You know?
Like I'm drinking a coffee instead of a margarita. I mean, I'd gladly take a margarita, but.
Okay. That's me. Well, I'll gladly take a margarita over the wine. I'd take it.
Yeah. But like I'll still have wine. I don't love red wine because like I like cold things, if that makes sense.
It's cold. I had to put some ice in it because unfortunately I didn't plan on drinking. So I was like, I think I'm gonna have a drink because it's just fun.
Yeah, I feel like I put my wine too, and everybody thinks I'm like. I also put ice in my orange juice, so that's a little strange too.
Wanted to say hi to Tasha. Hello, how are you?
Hey, Tasha.
We are going to get right into it. I wanted to ask you that you told me where you were from, but what platforms do you sell on? I
sell on my main platforms are Poshmark and eBay. Recently, eBay has been coming through more for me, like financially, but Poshmark I think is starting to pick up right now. I feel like this past week has been slow in general, though.
Yes, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is it me, or I'm trying to figure out.
I was confused because I started listing like 15 items a day the past like 5 days, and I'm like, how am I not getting more sales? Because when I'm not listing at all, I'm getting more sales. So I think it's just like this week, you know?
Right.
But I just started listing on Grailed too, and I sent my first batch of stuff into the Real, so it's gonna be super fun to see if that picks up for me as well. What about you? What do you sell on mainly?
I sell on eBay and Poshmark mainly, and then Mercari is like the side chick. She gets a sale every now and again.
Mercari was the side chick for me, and I realized, why am I not making sales? And I was like, oh, I have 20 listings on there, and they've all already sold on other platforms.
I mean, every now and again, because like my screen, I know because I'll get that yellow line, like I color them in my Excel sheet. And so every now, like, so green and blue is both, like green is eBay, blue is Poshmark. And so then I know when I see a yellow line, that's Mercari. And every now and again, like if I'm hitting it pretty strong though, if I've gotten in a pretty good amount of listings that week, I might get 4 or 5 sales at one time. Every now and again. Like on Mercari, yeah. But
I feel like I need to start. I complain about Mercari saying, oh, I hate Mercari, but I really don't put in the work on Mercari, I'll be honest, to like see results. So when I like navigate my time better, I'm going to try and like, you know, cross list over there a little bit more.
Let's say hi to Terry. Let's say hi
Terry.
Oh, hey. Oh, I want to mention that Rhonda's going to have a Hump Day Hangout too on Wednesday. I will be on there this week. You should join one week, Matt. That'll be fun. No. But it's a Hump Day Hangout is what it's called, and it's at 4:30 Central Standard Time. So your time, I think that'd be like 2:30.
Oh, perfect. Because I do my podcast at 5, so I was gonna say I can do that for 30 minutes. But you already know me; I'm terrible at time differences.
I see.
I logged on here at 3.
It's totally okay. I see that Tasha's still here with us. We have Chanchi's Closet. Welcome. Now that's a new one. Thrifting by. How you doing? He said, I finally caught one of your live streams. Yeah, I know.
Me too.
Man, it's hard. Sometimes you just don't know. I mean, especially if you don't turn that bell on. You really
I started learning I have to turn the bell on of all my online reseller friends, because then I'll forget every single time, you know?
Me too. I'll be out doing something or whatever. And I like how YouTube does remind me and I let it remind me, but like on Instagram, there's too many.
Like, there's too, like to go live.
Yeah, I can't do it. So that way I don't get any of the information. When you go live on Instagram, that's why it's like spare of the moment. If I see it up there, I will join in.
That's same with me. Because like you'll end up getting like 200 notifications in a day from Instagram, but like for YouTube, not as many people have YouTube channels. You'll get maybe like 5, so that's fine.
Like I cannot do that. Michelle says, "Can't wait to see or hear how the real does for you." Me too. Like, did you just?
So I just sent in 55 items, which is a lot for like a first time sending, and they've accepted like 25, which I was shocked. They sent these like I haven't gotten the stuff they didn't accept back because they're gonna send it back, but they priced a To Me suitcase I sent in for like $300, so we'll see.
That's awesome.
I've heard that there are like a lot more eyes on that side of people who are willing to spend more, so I feel like that's better since on Poshmark people are usually looking to send offers, you know.
Right. And then Michelle said, "Yeah, amazing." No, that's amazing. It is amazing. I want to take some of my items that I already have, actually already listed, and take some of those and send them in to like. I was gonna do ThreadUp, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I should do ThreadUp or RealReal or both. Like you could just do both.
If the brand list is on the RealReal, you should for sure do the RealReal. You'll get way more money for your cut.
Okay.
I think that you should just like play with it though, because the RealReal is really cool. You can sign up and then you can have a FaceTime with a representative from the RealReal and literally be like showing them items, and they'll tell you what they'll take. So there's a higher chance of what you send in will actually be accepted.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. I didn't know that, so that's good news. I appreciate you.
Yeah. You're like trying to make that money. Let's go.
Okay, I'm trying to get this money. You know, I got too many items.
I'm like, you know me, just walking down the street with 55 items, securing the bag. You know.
Okay, like 16,000 items to be listed. No, look, my mom is. You can only get so many a day. Like literally, like it's slow right now, but that's okay. That's another reason why my sales are not like up because I'm not listing as much as I could. Like whenever I want really good sales, I have to list at least 10 a day, at least 10, maybe 15 a day, you know.
That's why I'm confused. Yeah, I guess I'm expecting immediate results, but I don't know. I've listed like 10 to 15 the past like 4 days, but maybe next week I'll start seeing like how they say you'll see the fruits of your labor of listing the month after, you know. So
it's true. Like especially with eBay, because eBay is like funny style. You might not see it for a couple days later. Sometimes it'll still be zero the day you list.
Yeah, I just ran a markdown sale on eBay, so we'll see what happens. I'm really desperate for eBay sales.
I mean, I've been doing promoted listings, and that seems to be working for me. Like, I know a lot of people only do like 1%, but I
do the minimum, like 5 or 6.
I do whatever they say. Yeah, that's what I do. Like,
the way I look at it as like I would rather pay $5 to eBay on $100 sale than not get the sale. You know?
Exactly.
You know, like,
thinking about it. I'll add like $1 or $2 to the shipping or something like that. It might be $4.99 or $5.99 or something like that to try to make up for that. If they put in an offer and I don't like it, you can always say no.
Exactly. Like, I mean, and for the fact that I think about if I want 100 for an item and I'm like, oh, I gave it for 80, I need to add 20 to shipping. I got it for $5. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I think of it. If your cost of goods is low, it doesn't really matter if you lose $5 or $10, you know?
Yeah. And Michelle said, no, I was looking for this one. That's a really cool feature they offer where you can talk to them. Yeah, I didn't know about that one. So,
yeah. Love a relationship with eBay. Me too.
We all, especially with that buyer didn't pay. I think that's like the biggest thing that I hear people complain about is like
this happens so much. You know? It should be required that they have to have their bank account set up and money in their account to pay to buy something like right away.
Yeah. I think like mine, you know, with that new spring seller update or whatever, if you have a store, I think it's a little different. Like it automatically changed it to like 4 days. It gives them 4 days. So you'll have to go in and change it back to like 2 days, just FYI. You know what I mean?
I'm totally, that explains so much. Because somebody bought a dress like 4 days ago and I sent a payment reminder and the case was still open. So I had to change it. Thank you.
Me too. Like after actually 24 hours, I do send them a reminder, but I change the verbiage and I say, this is just a reminder. I'm looking forward to sending out your item soon instead of saying, when can I expect to see your, you know,
yeah.
I replace that with, you know, I'm just reminding you, hey, I'll send it out soon. You know what I mean? Like maybe make it seem like I'm not bugging them, but technically I am.
I mean, yeah, but I've also been to the point where I was just annoyed, and if it's like a $10 sale even, I'll be on my way to the post office and get a sale, and they'll buy it, and like 5 minutes later, I'll say, hey, I'm going to the post office today. If you would like me to ship it out today, then pay.
Okay, I've done that though. If they purchase it that same day and I haven't done the orders yet, I'll just like I think I did that today. Like I hadn't done the orders yet, and then they purchased it like this morning or something, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna send that out today because I didn't have a whole bunch of packages. So
little things are like, oh my god, they're such a fast shipper. Like,
right. And they're like, it came super fast, exactly, because I didn't have hardly nothing to ship out.
Literally, one time I sent the Poshmark order and it got there the next day. I was shook. But I probably sent it like at the right time and right place. Like the post office person picked it up like 5 minutes after, probably, like.
My guy that picks up mine at my house, he does scan it in immediately. Like as soon as he gets here, I can hear him. Like this is the office, and right out my front door, I can hear the scans. You know,
no
like,
yeah. You do a reel on your Instagram when he does it and do the sound of it's packages. Yeah. No, but for me, I've been going to the post office and literally scanning them in myself in the machine. And now that I'm starting to get more sales, it's like a nightmare. I live in an apartment, so I had to figure out a way for them to do a pickup,
Right. You can't do it at apartments because of the stairs or, I don't know.
It doesn't. I feel like I would never leave my packages outside my front door of my apartment ever.
Right.
Especially in LA, people be shady. They'll take your stuff.
Instructions, ring the doorbell. You know what I'm saying?
Literally. Like I was gonna get a doormat on the floor outside saying I thrift or something, and then I had, but then I'm telling people I have $10,000 in inventory to come steal. Like,
okay,
like I'm not getting it anymore.
Urban City Picker says he lists 10 to 15 a day and he's only had one sale. I do think it's a combination of what you list too, because like right now I'm just going through like some of my not so great stuff, and so some of it is winter. It's not so much that it's not great, but some of it is still winter. But I list year round. So look, if it's in a certain haul, that's how I list by haul. I'm not going to go to this haul, that haul, and then pull them all together because it takes more work when I'm putting it in my Excel spreadsheet. So I do it all together. I'm sorry, but then I just try to like pick better items or something, like pick more, if there's some summer dresses in there, I'll pick like 5 dresses. And then if there's like some jackets or something, then I might put 2 or 3 of those. And then like maybe a couple skirts.
See, that's what I need to do more because I just listed incredible stuff. Like designer $300 coats, amazing. But then I realized they were all heavy coats. I'm like, of course, that's why they're not selling. But I also do believe that I list year round too. Like if I have a swimsuit, I know some resellers who are like, I'll put that in my pile to list next year. I'll list it because it's hot somewhere, Especially that I sell internationally on eBay, so it has to be that season somewhere, right? It
will sell too. Like I've had sweaters and stuff sell in the middle of June and July. Like it does sell. No doubt about it. So that's why I'm like, just go ahead and list it because it's going to sell at some point. Yadi says her slows are slow too. Like, I guess that's a trend right now. Bourbon City Picker says that he does promoted 2% eBay, always one in your pocket. I don't care. I'll let them have the pocket if they.
I literally will promote 10% if it's if that's the suggested. And like also if my item's like a $700 item, which is I've been trying to go more designer recently, but that's rare to have like that high of an item, but I'm okay with giving $50 to eBay. It sounds like a lot, but $50 to eBay if I make like $500, like
right. If you have those items, it definitely makes all the sense in the world. And then
but it also sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, you're good.
No, but I was gonna say they say you have to spend money to make money. That's a fact.
That is true. No doubt about it. Michelle says she's been on eBay since 2011. It has always been a love and hate relationship for her. Yeah, true. I'll say since I started it kind of has been that way. But one thing that I notice about eBay for me personally is as long as I'm listing all the time, like feeding it every single day, I'm going to have consistent sales. Like you may not have like 10 every day, but you'll have consistent sales.
Sorry if it sounds like I'm interrupting you. There's a little bit of a lag, so I'm not meaning to.
Oh, okay. That's okay. It might be my slow internet.
Oh, no, you're fine. I just updated my computer because that's the problem I was running into. So yeah, internet and StreamYard need to be like in sync, I feel like.
Yes. I mean, I think it's slow anyways. Like the chat, I think is a little behind is what I noticed when I'm on other people's lives. I'm like,
yeah.
And then it didn't show up for just a little bit, so I think it is a little bit behind.
I just didn't want you to think I was like interrupting you on purpose.
Oh no, you're okay. No worries. I don't care anyway.
I mean, if you've seen my reseller rundown with Ani Lou, we interrupt each other all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. She says you have great items; those sales will come, no doubt about it. Michelle says you have a great post person, Brittany. Yeah, because he like.
Oh my gosh, yes, you do.
Like, listen, if I don't have those packages out there and he knows something's supposed to get picked up, he'll either ring the doorbell or message me and be like, hey, I'm in the neighborhood. Or, did you not have anything? Like, if there's nothing out there, did you not have any? Like.
I'm jealous of the people that text their post person.
Yeah. He's awesome. He's
I love that.
I messed up on a Facebook Marketplace order the other day. I messed up, or if I just didn't realize that that's just the way it is. Like, you can't just use pirate ship or use whatever you want to use. Like if you want to use FedEx because it's cheaper, you have to go through them. Like whatever the label is, it has to go through them. So like what happened was the item was like, it was like a computer screen or whatever. Cause I used to have several of them because I used to work in the government. But anyway, like, so the 2-screen thing has always been my thing. So I just had like a couple of extra ones. And so I just sold one and it, like I think I put on there 5 pounds because I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. Well, after I unpacked it in the box and everything, 9 pounds. So I had to call the post guy. I call my post guy and ask him, like, what do I need to do? Because I wanted to get this. He was like, no, just go ahead and put the label on there. Go ahead and let it go through. And they were like, now what the worst that would happen is whenever it gets to their house, then they might have to pay that extra fee because it was a little bit overweight. It was a lot of weight. I mean, 9 pounds.
Yeah. Did they have to pay?
They didn't have to pay. She told me today. She got it today. She was like, oh, thank you so much. She was like very communicative. She was like, I don't know why. It didn't go through. The payment didn't go through. Do you want me to PayPal you? And I was like, no, just like, because I know it doesn't go through immediately. You have to wait until they get it and stuff. So I'm like, that's probably why. I mean, I didn't want her doing too much, but that was like an overly nice and a rare situation because most people are not that nice.
People are like trying to cheat the system. Like,
yeah, she was like trying to make sure I got paid. She was on point.
I was like, we love supporting.
We need more Denise's. Her name is Denise. We need more.
Really? I need a Denise in my life right now.
Okay, with these no sales, we need it definitely. Sophie Naima says, yeah, I hear you all year round. So she must be selling the winter stuff all year round. Gen X rummaging. I just sold a Rudolph the Reindeer bobblehead last week. Oh, I can believe that though. I might buy
That's
one.
What my friends call me, bobblehead.
He said, Birmingham City Picker said he's got all kind of clothing, but he hates to list it. I need to though. Like, what type of items do you mainly sell? Is it clothes and shoes, or what's your main jam?
Yeah, see, I want to get into more hard goods and stuff. I have to learn more about it because there is a lot of money in things that aren't clothes. I know some resellers that have YouTube channels and been reselling for like a long time and don't even sell clothes anymore because how oversaturated a lot of stuff is.
Right.
But I want to get more into shipping hard goods, like you said, the computer screen. I'm just nervous to like ship and like package, bubble wrap everything, and like it's a lot more stressful when you're shipping a fragile item. I feel like.
I think it is for me too, but I think if you just make sure it's wrapped right, you're fine. Like you just double do it and then do it again, because I think like I've never had a claim. Like I've never had anybody say, oh, this was broken when I got it, but I haven't sold a lot of stuff either. But every time I've attempted, I made it. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I need to have it.
I reach through the screen and pat you on the back.
Right. I'm like, I need to take a hold of the water, not the alcohol.
That's
right. Bourbon City Picker says, it might be, I have not been able to list because I'm sorting units right now. Huh. Are you talking about like sorting like different things that you have to sell? I'm like trying to figure it out. He said
like units, like meaning like items that you're selling. I think that's what it means.
Yeah, like if you get like pallets,
more than one of the same item. That's what it makes me think of.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I decided that I was gonna do that with the Walmart little video that I posted the other day. Like I ended up getting like a bunch of sweatpants or something for like $1. And they were like, those weren't hidden though. They were marked down in Walmart.
Really?
For $1 on the rack. And I was like looking around like,
is it like a brand?
What's wrong with you guys? Like, why is this rack not in the front of the store? Because normally when they mark stuff down, you know how they have some stuff in the front and they mark it down.
Yeah.
Or especially if it's $1, they put it out front so it can go quick. And so I was like, wow, I don't know what's wrong with the manager over here, but I'm about to, like, I took the whole, everything that I saw that was $1, I pretty much just put it in my cart.
Even if it's not a brand, people buy sweatpants now at least for like $10. If you can turn $1 into $10, hell yeah,
Also like plus size too. So I was like, that should actually sell. It was like Avia sweatpants.
That makes it better. I feel like it's more like
it's joggers. It was like joggers, and joggers are popular. I like joggers, so I was like, some of these.
I mean, yeah, even people love oversized joggers too. I feel like so that's right. Perfect.
I want to say hi to Addie, who's in the chat.
Hey, all these new people I've never seen your names. I love that. Seeing new people.
Okay. Meet Nat. Bourbon City Picker says he's subscribed to Evolving Always. Terry is awesome. You will love her channel. And she does a lot of these chats as well. And she's in
I love Terry.
Do you get on Clubhouse at all?
I have an account, but I never have really went on to listen. I feel like I want to get into it, but then I also think it's going to take my whole life. Like, I'm going to sit on there for hours and listen. But also, I want to use it as a tool where I can, like how I use YouTube videos, put it in the background of me, like, taking photos and listing. And it's perfect because you don't have to watch something for that. So I should have been doing that. I'm going to start.
Right. I think I like it because then you don't have to be on screen in a way. Like, but I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I haven't really figured it out yet. There's so much going on now. So I said to myself, I probably just need to get in the groove with the YouTube stuff first. Get in that good pocket.
I feel you.
Like, I'd rather not add anything else right now.
That's so smart. That's so smart because my mom always told me, it's funny that I said that, but she always told me focus on one thing and get that off the ground. And then when you're good, like let's say on YouTube and you have like a good traction going, that's when like the same thing. That's when people start second channels and can focus on more than one thing and that kind of thing. So that's we share that similar goal now too, because I'm trying to be more consistent on YouTube.
Right. And I'm like, if you can get it up and off the ground and going, then you say, okay, now I'm going to jump over here and do something else.
And money is time as a reseller. So if you can also end up making money on your YouTube, you can also start doing things that you don't make money at all and using time for that and enjoying it, That's
true. That's true. And so I just use Clubhouse. I like, there's one room that I do like to go to every day now. It's just like for engagement on Instagram. I absolutely love that room. It's just the people are great. You know what I mean?
That's so fun. I've never heard of it. I have to get on there.
I might have to put it up in my stories, but the people on there are great. And it's just good advice too. Like,
I might message you for that.
Yeah, it's awesome. Sometimes a reseller passion will pop up in there. Terry's a moderator in there, I think at least once a week. As a matter of fact, congratulations to Terry. She is now monetized on Clubhouse.
Oh, you see you're monetized on Clubhouse? That's so cool.
Yeah. So I was like, wow. I mean, it's new. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know exactly all of the ins and outs on that. So don't ask me about that. But, I'm pretty happy that she got it, though,
That's awesome. Congratulations.
She's in there a lot, So
making your bank and living your life we love.
Okay. Bourbon City Picker says, honestly, anything else, plush toys, vintage items, shoes, hats. Wow. He sells some.
I was ready. It's like when you're doing eBay listing and you're like, shoes, red, rare, Mickey Mouse character. And you're doing it all in one line of words that just don't make it match up.
It would be so hard for me to list if I list too many different things. I do think, like, if I'm going to do, like I told you, like, I will do 5 dresses, 4 pairs of shoes, or, so that way at least I have some kind of consistency, because if I do a dress, a pair of shoes, a purse, it's like my mind is like, it doesn't want to do it. It's going to, by the time I get to the purse, I'm like,
you're like, by the time you get to the purse, you're like, just take it for free. Also, especially when you're photographing and you're doing like shoes on a flat lay, you don't want to like go the light and then put the light to the wall and then do this. Because if there's all flat laid items, do them all at once. And that's what took me a long time to learn. For a while, I was photographing one thing and sitting down and editing it and then posting it and listing it, then going back to the wall and photographing. It's just not very streamlined.
Oh, I see what he's saying. Okay, so now he said, Bourbon City Picker says, I buy storage units. So pick out the garbage. Oh yeah. I get it. At a flea
I've
yard.
always wanted to buy storage units, but that seems like you need a lot of space to be able to store stuff.
Yes. I mean, so Bourbon City Picker, do you have a good space for all of that sorting? Man, because I don't know if
sorting was the word. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Thrifting by is saying at Sugar Bear, the housing market is projected to slow down due to rising taxes and the political pressures being put on the major corporations who are now considering leaving the country.
I was like, go reselling.
Okay. Look, Bourbon City Picker talking about what is Clubhouse? You must have.
I love that. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. The first 2 months of Clubhouse blowing up, I had no clue what it was. They were like, Clubhouse? I was like, oh, who built the Clubhouse? Where can I get into this?
I was thinking about Mickey Mouse. I'm going to just be.
Honestly, I looked outside of my parents' backyard expecting a Clubhouse in the tree because I was confused.
I didn't know any better. Thank you. Literally. Bourbon City Picker is he's on fire tonight with the subs.
I love it. Does Bourbon City Picker have a YouTube channel?
Yes, you should subscribe to him. Yeah, you'll have to check them out. Evolving Always Productions says, or Thrifting Bot says, Evolving Always Productions, buying stored auctions is a lot of work. You should not bring those items into your house due to bugs and rodents. Yeah. Oh no. I'm like, so I guess you need to have somewhere to break it down so it doesn't come into your house.
I feel like the roaches are where I draw the line, maybe a little bit.
Right. I'm like, I don't know about that. So Michelle A. courageously thriving.
Oh, Michelle is too. Amazing.
Awesome. Congratulations. I'm like, I didn't know that.
Me and Brittany will take a shot for you. No, I'm kidding. A shot of what? A shot of coffee.
A shot of this wine. If you can guess it, I'll give you a $20 Starbucks sticker.
Literally. What if I was like Cabernet Napa Valley 2018 and you were like, yes.
No, it isn't. But is it sweet or is it dry? I'll try to give you a clue. You guys can think about it. If somebody comes up with it.
Well, you've been coughing, so I'm assuming it's dry.
It's not.
It's sweet.
I think my throat really just, whenever I'm doing these lives, I have to have water.
When you're talking a lot, I feel the same way.
It just does that. I don't know why. Sarcastic Storage Stacker. He also has a YouTube channel. I like his channel, so you should subscribe to him as well.
Oh wow, everybody, yeah.
He's awesome. I'm like, if anybody can put. You put his link in the chat or.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I was in the private chat and wondering this whole time why I couldn't see the comments because I've only been seeing the ones you put on the screen, so now I can see them.
Okay,
I'll follow you guys.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to. Thank you for your feedback. Thrifting by on those auctions. Yeah, I didn't even think about that actually. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that there's bugs and stuff in there.
Also, gorgeous. Is that her name, Jess? Gorgeous.
Yes.
I love her TikTok. It's the most hysterical thing I've seen in a long time.
I just love her. She's funny, just like you.
I know. It's so funny.
I get her humor totally. She is so funny.
Yeah. The one that I loved from hers is when she said, "So after you get in a car accident, does the radio still go?" And then she pretended like she was laying across her seat with the package, and it was just black music.
I love it. Yeah, she is funny. So she has a YouTube channel too. She just did, I think, a video. I don't know if it was. I just watched one of her videos, but anyways, it's always entertaining. It's never. I think it was the worst thread-up box that she ever got.
Oh really?
I'm like, dang, I got 2 that I never opened, so I hope they're not horrible.
I think there's just bars of gold in yours, and you could have been making money this entire time.
You just never know, though, whether it's hit or miss with them. You don't know if you're going to, because sometimes those little random mixed clothing boxes can actually be decent, or they'll have a pop-out item, couple of things that are good or something like that. But
one item makes it all worth it, that kind of thing, too.
I know, a lot of the time that's the way it is. Sarcastic Storage Stacker says, I spent 3 years building the infrastructure to handling buying storage units. It's now paying off. Oh, I always thought about it. I always thought about it, but never really looked into how that works, but that's pretty cool. Urban City Picker says you got to go. You got to call. It's cool. You can come back in when you get done.
Thank you for coming hanging with us. I love meeting new people.
Oh yeah, Bourbon City Picker, he's awesome. Evolving Always Productions. Thrifting Buy says you are very welcome. I also see people buy them and lose money because they don't know what they are buying. Oh, and their target market and their losses at the flea market. Oh, that's awful. That's just awful because with thrifting, you don't end up in that bad of a situation. So you spent
because it's not that much capital most of the time, I guess.
Yeah, you could spend $50 and you bought 20 bad buys because you're new. But
yeah, literally.
It's still not, you're not really out of that much money because even that other stuff that you bought will probably take care of that $50. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
So
and that's I feel like that's the good thing about thrifting because you could just find one item and it'll make your last like 5 trips worth it, you know?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Can't find your channel, Thrifting Buy. Oh.
I'm searching your guys' channel and subscribing while we're talking.
It's there. I meant to put your link. Let me see if I can pull your link up. Y'all hang
Bourbon City Picker, I just subscribed.
So we'll go to his Whysothriftystore.
Oh yeah, my Instagram is.
Oh, it's not that on it's not this on YouTube?
Oh well, it's just if you search Whysothriftystoree, my YouTube comes up.
Okay. Because I'm pulling it up now, so I should have had it. I normally do.
Oh, you're totally fine.
50.
I just need to figure out how to change my URL. So I've been trying to change it to Whysothriftystoree, like youtube.com/ like or something like that.
Right. I don't know how to do that. Like, how do you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you do have yours. Yours says your name up there. How do you do that? Is there an option?
Oh, like how it says like under your Instagram name, like in bold, that thing?
Right.
We'll have to show you. I'll take a snapshot after and send it to
you. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. So technically my mom put it in there.
Oh, I love that. Show you. I'll take a snapshot after and send it to you.
Oh my goodness. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. What is going on? Technically my mom put it in there.
I was like, wait, is that you talking now? I love that.
Oh my god.
I'll take a snapshot after and send it to you.
Oh my goodness. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. What is going on?
I was like, wait, is that you talking now?
Wow, that must be because I had another page pulled up. Let me close it. Okay, now we're good. I was like, man, that was messing me up because it was like echoing. I couldn't even, I couldn't know what. Okay.
For a second, I thought you were saying the same thing again, and I was like, okay.
Why is it repeating itself? I was like, and then it's freezing and stuff. My internet isn't that bad. It's crappy, but it ain't that bad.
So funny.
Bourbon City Picker said I did score some nice purses. I need to list them tonight. Good money. Yeah, purses be hitting.
Purses are good, but purses are also pretty annoying to photograph. I feel like I've learned because you have to like stuff them with paper and then like make them look presentable.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't really care for. I think the easiest for me is shoes. I think
Yeah, I like shoes. You literally just put them down. You don't have to measure them.
Right.
Unless the size tag, like the thing is rubbed off, you'll have to like put length or whatever, but that's easy.
Yeah. And then, I just put the size and I always try to take a picture of the size just in case, Yeah. That way they're like, oh, the picture says it's a 7.5, but you have it listed as an 8. Well, it happens. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I've done it all. I've sent this wrong item to the wrong buyer. Like, I've done it all.
Oh, yeah. Sarcastic Storage Stacker says, I've been to storage auctions a bunch with Bourbon City Picker. Oh, I didn't know you guys knew each other like that. That's cool. I have a 3-bedroom house with a closed-in garage and a storage unit. Okay, so that's where the stuff goes.
You know how that sentence would end for me? I have a 3-bedroom house with a storage unit full of death pile.
See, I want mine to show up like that. That's not right.
Oh, yeah, that is my – oh, my gosh. Oh, Lisa. Hey.
That's my mom.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Mom. I sent my mom the link to this too. She's probably watching.
Thrifting Buys YouTube. So everybody subscribe to Thrifting Buys. He is very supportive. I love him. He's awesome. Just a great person. I'm always seeing him in the chats too. Like I said, I was watching, I think some channel, and it was like Think Media. I think I love watching Think Media because it kind of how to run your YouTube, how to build your YouTube. And so I think he was talking about if you want to build on YouTube, then you need to be on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like if you want to build on Instagram, then you more active on Instagram. You need to engage, basically.
And then those people that say, like, why am I not growing on YouTube? Posted a video in like 2016 and then just watch videos.
I'm like, you're not even engaging with anybody over there. So, I mean, how are you going to platform? You're not engaging with anybody. So, Evolving always says, I'm subscribed to Lisa and to Thrifting By. Well, my mom might not ever put a video up, but she is a minister. We'll see what happens. Like,
I love it.
Like putting something out there one day. Sarcastic Storage Stacker says, yes, Bourbon Picker, I miss the live auctions. I don't miss bidding by phone, though. That sucks. I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about that either. I've watched Storage Wars, and that's the closest I've gotten to live auctions. Find it super interesting because I love like the idea of like finding stuff, but
yeah. You guys are chatty catty. It must be Matt. Matt's chatty.
I talk a lot, yeah. I just subscribe to you, Sarcastic Storage Stacker. I love all these names.
Cool. Derek's here. Derek's funny too. Look.
Hey, Derek.
If you have not checked him out, you do need to go ahead and subscribe to Fundamentals of Side Hustling. It's funny. Like he also has like a Wednesday hangout as well. So I would join that. You'll have fun. It'll be a good time. I was on there last week.
Yeah, I want to join more groups and stuff like that because like when you're so into your working on your like stuff yourself because you're your own boss and stuff, you kind of forget to like do the fun part sometimes,
Exactly, which is what I'm doing tonight. Instead of like asking all these boring reseller questions, like Derek said, reselling's boring.
Right? We could do both.
He's like, reselling's boring. I'm like, hey, I can talk about it all day though.
It's funny too though because it's nice to have those online friends because I can easily go to my friend that's like works at a doctor's office and I'm like, hey, so I found this amazing thing. I'm gonna sell it for this. They're like, okay, I'm not very interested in it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's the same thing if somebody was like, hey, do you want to see my vintage sports card collection? I would be like, well, can I resell it? Like that's as much interest as I have in it.
Yeah, I don't want anything. Anything that I'm obtaining is to get it to make some money. I'm going to Walmart and now like I'm on scan mode. Like I'm like, wait a minute, while I'm in here.
Literally. I like got a gift from my friend that was like in my head. I was like, oh my god, I'm never gonna use this. So I was like, I'm gonna either sell it or donate it, or sell it on eBay or donate it. And then she said when she gave it to me, I better not see this on any of your online stores.
And then you saw. And then you saw.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That was some perfume that I got, and I want it, okay? And it wasn't the type that I wear, so I put it on, I think, Poshmark, and then it sold in like a week. And then I forgot to take it off of my Lone Star Mercari, and yesterday it sold again.
Oh my god. And then you have to cancel it, right?
Huh?
And then you have to cancel it, and you're like, damn.
Yeah, it sucks.
The only place that will penalize you to the max is eBay. So if you sell something on Poshmark and eBay at the same time, even if they bought it on Poshmark first, you better cancel it on Poshmark.
Right. I mean, I try my hardest not to cancel on eBay, but there is a workaround. So if everybody will listen up, if you are on eBay and you do get something like that where it's sold already on Poshmark and you want to give it to the person because maybe the person on Poshmark got it first and then like an hour later they bought it on eBay because that's happened to me. So I'm like, okay, well, technically the person on Poshmark is the person that's supposed to get it. So if you want them to get it, you might have to wait, but you just communicate with your buyer. Just message them and say, hey, this item is not in stock right now. I'm really sorry about that, but I can offer you like 25% or 30% or whatever off of whatever other item. Or I have another similar item if you do. You know what I mean? Like I have these and I'll give them to you for a discount or whatever. I always try to work with them. And then, you say, I could do that or I could just cancel the order. And then if they say cancel, then you're canceling and you're saying that the buyer requested.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go against your seller metrics. So I love that. Like I do it all the time. Like if I get it, I will. Every time I've had that happen, that's what I do. It works almost every time flawless, except for when they leave you hanging. They just leave it, don't even respond at all.
I know, but I've had that happen to me before, and then I went in, even if they didn't respond, and I canceled the order saying buyer told me to, and it didn't put anything against me. So I was like, I guess you can do it too. And I guess they just didn't go log back on eBay. It's the same thing as having a new Poshmark user buy something, and then you're like, crap, did they want a medium or a large? If they didn't like specify if you have more than one, and then they never get back on the app again.
Okay. Hustling here. I'm just going through the chat really quick to make sure I didn't miss anything, because you guys are so chatty. I'm not used to this. No.
I know you're so chatty. Is it
just you? No.
They're like, why is Matt talking so much?
Because that's what Matt.
Well, I was born this way, Lady Gaga once said. So.
Okay, I love it. That's why you should tune into the Reseller Rundown as well. Like I love Matt and Annie Lou. They're awesome.
Yeah, that's a podcast I do on Wednesday. But now I'll have to go to the other thing you said, the Hump Day thing. Who is that by?
That's Fundamentals of Side Hustling. He's in here.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
Is that what his YouTube channel is called? I want to subscribe.
Yeah, but it's hard to like sometimes the spelling. Let me see if I can.
Oh, it's like a Z, right? Oh, I found it. Oh, I'm already subscribed.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Just turn on the bell so you'll get that notification.
Oh,
because YouTube wants everybody to do the bell. Now the subscription is not enough. That they show up, it's not enough. That they comment, they want the bell.
It's the same with Instagram too, though, because now they want posts to be saved on Instagram, and when they're saved, now they're like pushed higher. I'm like, it's always something new. I feel like
you never go back to it, and I'm like, why do I have to save it? If everything says, I get one shining moment from bidding by phone. I got that unit full of guns, and the video from it is over. Wow, 110K views. I need to check that out. But yeah, by my phone in the car was terrible. I hear you. I mean, even though I don't know about all of that, and I've never actually, I hate to say this, but I don't know if I want to tell y'all. No. Like, I've never held, like, kids have never held a gun. I have held one, but I've never shot one. Never.
I think I've touched one, but I've never shot one. I've never shot one.
Sorry, but no, it's not because of the violence. It's just something on my bucket list that I've just never went. I would love to go,
like to a shooting range or something. That would be fun.
That would be fun. I think that'd be a good way to let off some steam.
You have to take your anger out. You're like, I made one sale. And you're just like,
yeah, that would be fun. Or go to the country and do it in the country.
Literally, and you could print out your canceled sale and put it on the thing and then shoot at it. I'm so dumb.
Oh no, you're fine. If you have to cancel an order on eBay, always something is wrong with the address. Oh, that way it doesn't give you a strike. eBay told me that on a call one time. Yeah, it doesn't give you a strike if you put too. Like either one. So you could say the address, something was wrong with it, because when you looked at it, you decided you didn't want to send it to them. No, like you just look at the address.
He was like, I want to actually keep the item. I changed my mind
over there. Like something's wrong with the address. But
it's like you were giving something to your sister or your brother from your closet, and you're like, I gave it to them, and I say I want it back.
Oh, look at Rhonda. Rhonda says, please be sure to hit the thumbs up, and please be sure to tune in to her Wednesday brunch with Diva.
Yes, I love brunch with Diva.
Me too. That's kind of where I think I saw you first, was on her. I think it was on her brunch with Diva, and I was like, oh, I like this Matt guy. He's pretty cool.
You're like, why is this Matt guy so annoying? It comes with the whole package,
Look, why so annoying? Like, instead of why so thrifty, why so annoying?
Oh my God. Sometimes I'll walk up to random people and be like, hey, I just was wondering, why are you so thrifty? And they'll be like, what? And my mask says why so thrifty too, so it makes sense,
That's funny, I'll say. But no, sarcastic stacker, okay. Terry dropping the links. All right.
Oh my God, yes, Terry, we love a good PR agent right now.
A link dropper. We need that. Rock the bell. She's keeping it going up in here tonight. Bourbon City Picker, seen a commercial a long time ago. The kid spelled good.
I'm dead.
Let's see what else we got. How has sales been for you guys this past week? We were talking about that. Actually, you missed that.
Terrible.
Everybody's like,
the funny thing is, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, my sales were like the best they've been in so long, and then out of nowhere, and that's when I wasn't really even listing that much, and then out of nowhere, they were like, "Your store, let's forget about it." Like no sales.
Right. That's exactly what happened to me. Like 2 days ago, like you said, slow sales here. You see everybody in the chat. I don't know about you, fundamentals and side hustling there. Let us know how your sales are doing. I mean, some people are doing pretty good. Excuse me. It must be the one. You know what I mean? But some people are doing pretty good and some people are just not, it's just not vibing. It's just one
But
of
it
those.
makes sense though too, because right now I have like 300 items, and the people that are doing really good that have like 2,400 items, it makes sense. They're probably doing bad for how much they have. But for me, I look at that and I'm like, shit, they're so much better than me. But that's where you can't compare yourself, I feel like, you know. I feel like that's a reseller's biggest like flaws, when you compare yourself to other resellers when they're at different levels than you know.
Right. I don't do that. Like when I see all the packages and all that kind of stuff, I actually don't care that much because I know if you know, I know what I'm doing right now, and I know that all I have to do is get the help and get the people to start helping me list. And as soon as I get that process down, it's gonna shoot up, and all of a sudden I'll be on there with 16,000 packages. But I probably won't.
Yeah, literally.
I don't want to make anybody feel bad.
15,000 package drop.
You know, like, yeah. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna sit back and sip my tea.
I love that. Are you hiring people to help you and stuff?
Right. So right now I'm just in the process of just like getting the VAs trained and getting them to get the process. That's the most important part. And that way you don't have a whole bunch of kinks to work out all the time. Just find you some good VAs, train them good. And then after that, you're going to be in pretty good shape because I'm not just getting one, I'm getting two plus my mom. So that's
okay. Your mom's helping you list too then, huh?
Right. And then I want her to help me with like, she's going to help me with like some balancing of the books, like in QuickBooks or whatever, because I don't be wanting to keep up with all these receipts and all that. So they're in there already. She just allocates them where they're supposed to go and all that. You know, I just don't be wanting it. It's just the stuff I just don't want to be bothered.
I'm not a numbers person either, so I totally get that, you know?
So,
I'm a creative.
Yeah, I like to do. I don't really like to sit. Like this sitting down, like I might try to do one of these lives from my phone or something and be outside walking or something. It might be.
That would be fun. What if you did a live from a thrift store? That would be fun too.
Like, you know, the wind blowing in your hair, you're just like.
Yeah, literally.
You would just
They're
feel.
like, why do they look so stunning?
You know what I mean? Like just sitting here and then being in the office all the time. I'm like, because I can't get my laptop. Like I have this nice little laptop right here. You know, I got a little sticker on there, but inventory sticker. I meant to buy some of the cute stickers, but
I know literally my inventory stickers. I need to get more soon. I only have up to 1,000, and I'm already like I'm pushing the limit.
Me too. I mean, well, mine is like at 300 and something. So I mean, if it goes to 1,000, I'm okay for a little while. But once everything picks up, that ain't gonna cut it. I'm gonna have to.
I'm still on my first inventory roll of stickers I've ever bought. And when I started taking reselling seriously is when I started making a dent in the sticker roll. So I'm trying to get to my second roll of stickers by the end of the month.
Was it this year or was it last year that you started doing serious? Like started
it was last year, but like I didn't start like when I first started doing serious, I was kind of doing it a mess. Like I wasn't really even putting labels on stickers and stuff. I just kind of had all my shit and I said shit. Am I allowed to say shit?
Okay. All right.
And then I was like full time for the first like 3 months, but I kind of just had my stuff in bins. That's better. And I would just pull randomly every time I sold something and have to search for it. And I quickly realized that's not the way to do it. You're going to never find anything. So that's when I got the roll of stickers and bins and poly bags and stuff and started actually like labeling each item, you know?
Right.
That's my twin sister.
Listen, I was digging in a box. You like digging in the box, like
I like literally had one of those boxes, like moving boxes, and then
like a tall one. Digging in the box, like throwing out stuff. In the very beginning,
like this, through your thread out box.
And then it started getting full, and then I moved my clothes to the floor and put them in the laundry hamper.
Hey.
I really need to do something with my life.
We've all been there. I mean, hey, I've been the guy who like when I take pictures of purses and backpacks to sell, I've had points where I stuffed them with like one of my t-shirts that were sitting on the couch because I didn't have paper. Like stuffed them with my laundry. Don't tell anyone.
Nikki loves snacks. Brittany loves pizza, but I don't eat it.
Matt loves tequila.
A margarita, okay?
I must sound like an alcoholic or something, but I just we love a good blended mango margarita, right?
Okay, I'll take a margarita almost any time. Nikki loves snacks. I'm getting ready to drop a new video tomorrow. I got Carolina Reaper pods and Reaper jerky in today. Tune in to see my face burn into flames. Well, we don't want to.
Well, I'm scared, but I'll watch. Send me the link.
That's it. I'm there.
I'm really scared.
Okay. Also, if you want to subscribe to the Pink Diva Studio, you want to see her outside of Instagram, you can subscribe to her channel here on YouTube. She's doing some new things. Like I said, tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on Wednesday, she has the Hump Day Hangout, which is at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So check that out. Addie B, so glad you can make it. Aww.
And then after you see the Hump Day thing, you can head over to the Reseller Rundown and we can watch both.
Okay. What time is the Reseller Rundown? What time is that one?
So it's 5 p.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. So, of course, you know me. I don't know what the translation is to the other time zones. You probably do.
Look, the fundamentals. Derek is being funny. I need to make sure Pink Diva didn't unsubscribe for me because she wasn't even subscribed to him at all. We've been watching
so
it for the longest, and she wasn't even subscribed at all. The Pink Diva video, I subscribed. You guys are so wonderful. It's almost time for us to get out of here.
Wow, it went by so fast.
It went by extremely fast. Like, I had a bunch of stuff in here that I could have went over, but it was really just stuff like, what would you find to be more interesting? A, engaging on Instagram. B, hosting a live show. C, going thrifting. Or B, going on vacation.
Probably thrifting and vacation, which are the same thing to me.
Same thing, in your head it's the same thing. I was gonna say, and then you can line them up in order. Like
what would yours be?
I think that going on a vacation would be my favorite too, and I think my second is the same as yours. Like going on a vacation and thrifting, almost the same thing, but I think that going on a vacation is gonna win for me.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna resell in Paris. I'm gonna eat food and drink in Paris.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like I had like some. Let me see if I can find another one. It was really funny. I wanted to ask this one so bad. Like when you go to a party, because I know you said you used to party a lot. When you go to a party, you're generally like this: A fly on the wall. The life of the party, throwing them back, talking loud. Or C, getting your Mac on all night. Or D, chilling and rolling with the homies. Rolling with the homies.
Wait, what was the second option? The crazy party one, right?
Yeah, when you're at a party, you're generally like this: a fly on the wall, the life of the party, throwing them back, talking loud. C, getting your Mac on all night. Or D, chilling and rolling with the homies.
So mine would have to be number 1, being a psycho, talking loud, throwing them back, being crazy. Number 2 would be getting my Mac on, crazily. But it's COVID, so we're gonna have to wait a few years to get our Mac on.
Okay. Oh, right.
The third one would be chilling with the homies, and the one that is not even in the question is a fly on the wall, because you already know I already have everyone. Party. I walk into everyone. Hey, what's your Instagram?
Right. I was like, he would never be a fly on the wall. Not happening. Me at the party, I'm not necessarily the life of the party because I'm not gonna be throwing them back like that because I'm a light drinker. Like as you can see, like this would have been gone.
Throwing them back can mean a few things. You could be twerking.
So yeah, but I'll twerk. I'll get on the dance floor and do a little something. You know what I'm saying?
I love. We would have fun together.
Twerk. Yeah.
That's me in the third floor.
Okay, Candy. Welcome, Candy. I saw Candy earlier, I think, in another chat. So welcome to this chat. You are more than welcome to come back anytime. Goiter says, no, don't leave. Look, because we're getting ready to get off here.
Okay, yeah.
Subscribe to this channel.
Also, if you guys have any suggestions of like clubhouse rooms to join or different lives to watch, I really want to start branching out and like, connecting with people. So feel free to DM me links or wherever I need to be, or you think I should go of good things to watch. I'm always down to support and watch.
Right. And if you want to collaborate, he likes collaborating. He likes to be a man of the community.
Yes. If anybody wants to do a YouTube collab, that's what I'm trying to do now, vibing.
I'm not really great at lives. I think that it's Matt's energy. His energy just does good with mine.
Oh my God, I love you. We're just gonna thrive this year,
Okay.
Woo! This isn't the tequila woo. This is the live woo.
I didn't have
tequila woo. My shirt would be over there.
Okay, hanging out with you, I might be that person that's the whole life of the party and loud.
You're like, hey, so Brittany said she wasn't throwing it back, but I see her throw 7 back.
You see her, you done took pictures. I done got on the table.
You're like, so my mom called me asking me why I posted it. Partying with Matt should be a web series, I feel like, at this point.
Okay. I would definitely do it. Where are you saying you're at in California?
Literally. Well, I'm in LA, so if you're ever in the neighborhood, I will bring you to the best thrift stores and everything, and we can go have drinks and just have fun,
Oh, that would be so fun.
I know. I want to travel too. Maybe I'll come to Texas. You never know.
Look, Thrifting By said all of the above except for talking loud. Now, he can handle his drinks. He don't got to talk loud.
Yeah, literally.
Me? No, I got to talk loud. Okay? Like I'm doing right now. I get a drink. Because people don't really hear me because my voice doesn't carry. So I'm going to talk loud.
Okay. See, my voice doesn't carry either. I'm kidding. I'm clearly lying.
You stop talking. You got that right, Matt. Oh, we. I did a 42 video collab with Icy Profits. It was great. You know what?
Videos? That's a lot of videos.
Lewis is not here, but I think Lewis needs some watch hours. I don't know if you know Lewis more.
He was in the group chat with us.
Yeah, and so I was like, I want to do that. If he wants to do a 24-hour marathon or something like that.
Wait, what do you mean a 24-hour marathon? Filming for 24 live?
Go live, yeah. Just to, he would get all his hours, I'm sure, if he did a 24-hour one.
Wait, I need hours. The only thing stopping me from being monetized on YouTube right now is watch hours. It sucks.
Exactly. So I'm like, if you decide to do one, let me know. I can get together with my people, and our people can get with your people.
Oh my God. So that gives you watch hours if people want?
Yes. I think they would come. They would join.
But also, I would loop his stuff in the background while I was just all day on my TV, just his video playlist. That would give watch hours.
Look, hey, Miss Taffy. Taffy has joined us.
No way, Miss Taffy. DM me on Instagram. I need some LA reseller friends desperately.
See, I'm jealous now. You get to go out with them, go hang out.
Miss Taffy, is that her Instagram?
Yeah, put your link or your IG information into the chat.
I just know that if I don't follow people now, I'll forget. That's how my mind works. It goes super fast. It's on to the next thing already.
Like Addie B said, enjoy the chat. Catch y'all on IG.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so Derek says we are setting up the 24-hour live for him coming up. It only lets you hold 8 hours of watch time, but we are setting him up. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. See, I didn't do my.
So would you have to get off and then go back on, or you can do 24 hours but only counts as 8 hours?
That is a good. I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it only count as 8 hours? Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you did a live, I'm just trying to figure out how that works too with the lives in general. How many hours do they count in any live? If you had 100 people on there, how many hours are you getting, even though you had 800 people in there for the whole hour?
I was let you know that before I did the live. Because imagine you're on for 24 hours and here's 30 minutes of watch hours.
Right. I got 100% of my hours to be monetized just from videos. Oh, haven't even went live yet. Okay, sarcastic storage stacker. Listen, I'm gonna have to holler at you. I'm gonna have to holler at you. I do lives because I don't like the I like the lives because I like to interact, but also I do it because the editing is a lot on the videos too. So I would rather go live.
You have no idea. I mean, I got lucky because I went to film school, so that's why I know how to edit. Kind of know how to edit, but it does take a long time. It you definitely have to put the hours in if you want to get if you're gonna commit to having an edited video, you have to edit for 4 hours at least.
Aw, Thrifted By says this was a fun live tonight. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, everyone. That's Matt.
I'm so happy.
That's Matt per viewer that you have. Huh. Oh, okay. Oh, he's saying that it goes per viewer that you have when you're talking about like these hours chats, like it's per viewer that you have. Okay.
Oh, okay. Matt, post your link. I can't type in here. I don't know why.
Hold on. Let me see if I still have it up. I still have your page up over here. I can pull it up and put it in here real quick before we get off of here. We are going to leave you, loves.
I know. I had fun, though. This was a break from the day.
But it was
also,
fun.
Miss Happy, I followed you on Instagram, so I got you.
Says, I really enjoy using my artistic license in video making. 4 hours is about right. You guys, I mean, like I said, I could have talked about a whole bunch of more stuff, but I'm actually glad that you guys jumped in here and just blew up the chat. And so I just really
did, yeah.
I just talked to y'all. Y'all did good. Y'all kept everything going. Because my thing is with these lives, for me personally, I think the lives are more for the people that actually come than they are for us to just sit here and just talk. Because I could have just talked and just not even looked at the chat, which what's the point of that? Look, there's no
fun, yeah, when you're like, when you have people like participating. Stuff.
Exactly.
That's why it's better. Like, I like how you put the questions on the screen too. I forget to do that sometimes because the people that are rewatching it, they don't see like the,
Right. And then, I don't like when I'm in a chat. I notice like if I'm in a chat and I make a comment or I keep saying something and they never put my comment on the screen, I think I'm just being ignored and then I just leave the chat.
Literally, I'm like, well, clearly I wasn't paying attention to. Oh, Matt, do you have a brick and mortar store or are you an online seller? I'm an online seller, but I used to have a brick and mortar booth at the Melrose Trading Post in LA, California. And I had that for like a year, every weekend on Sundays. So I would like set up a booth, like a store, if that makes sense. But since COVID, it's not worth it to like spend money to have an up like location when it's COVID. Yeah. So I'll get back and do it eventually, but.
Okay. Well, let's leave everybody with one, I guess something that for a new person or a person that's seasoned, just something good, like a quote, or it could be just something good advice.
For me to say?
Yeah, maybe something you learned. I don't
know. I have something that I've learned during COVID. And by that, I mean, like being alone 24/7 and like, because a lot of people like me are social. So before I always had a friend with me, I always was like with someone. And I'm glad I learned how to like relax being alone and be able to work for myself, being alone and not being like bored, So the advice I would say / quote would be, for an opportunity, don't look for it, let it come to you. Because the law of attraction is real. If you think about something and you don't try and get it, it's going to happen more likely. I've learned.
That's true. It's just like when you like that guy. Well, at least when I like the guy. That's exactly
I like many guys.
I would never let him know. I would never let him know that I like him. Next thing you know.
It's because guys, they literally, if they know they can get you, then they don't want, like, it's not fun for them anymore,
So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna play like I don't even know. And then every now and again, you're just gonna kind of give that look, and that's it.
I mean, yeah. I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Okay.
This was so fun. I'm glad we did a live.
It was fun. Thank you guys for joining. We're gonna go ahead and jump off, but like I said, you can catch Ryan on Wednesday at what time is the Reseller Rundown?
Oh, Matt Ryan.
I'm sorry, not Ryan, but
no, people call me Ryan all the time. I didn't know if you were talking to someone in the chat or me, and then I was like, oh, because my middle name's on everywhere. But the Reseller Rundown on my YouTube channel is 5 p.m. every Wednesday tomorrow. So 5 p.m. PST.
Right, you need to make that clear. And then
have to make that clear because I showed up 4 hours early today.
It's 8 p.m. right now for Motivational Mondays, but a sister girl be getting tired, so I done changed it to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time moving forward. So it'll be on Mondays at 6 p.m. So
is that why I thought that? Maybe that's why I thought that.
Yeah, because like that's probably why you did, because I changed it, and then in the writing I put that in there. But anyways, bye guys.
Bye. I'm so glad to meet all of you. I'll talk soon.
So nice, and thank you so much for joining, and thank you, Matt, for being on the live with me tonight.